Hi guys, this video is going to be a bit different to anything I've posted before, but it's a journey that I want to share. It's going to be emotional and it's going to be hard to watch sometimes, especially if you're going through a similar journey. Please don't feel like you have to watch this video. These kind of videos aren't for everybody, but I know some people find comfort in these kind of videos because I'm the same. People don't generally talk about the TTC journeys, which by the way stands for trying to conceive. But I feel like people should be more open about it because it's something that most people will go through and that everybody will have their own emotions that go along with it, and it's actually a really hard journey to go through. I've been thinking long and hard about whether I wanted to share this journey, but I think now's the time. And I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but like I said, if there's a chance that anybody out there will find help from this video, then that's what I want to do, because all I've ever wanted is to help people. And if there's a chance that somebody will see this and feel a bit more hopeful, or maybe just a bit more supported, then that's fine with me. That's a win. Thank you for watching this far, but like I said, if this isn't your cup of tea, then feel free just to click off this video right now. No hard feelings, no judgment or anything. Like I said, it's just, this is only a video for people who actually are interested in this kind of thing. Yeah, without any hesitation, let's get into the video. I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. I've got these like little ones. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me because I'm trying to be quiet. So yeah, I've been having some symptoms. I've been like really tired and really emotional for the last couple of weeks. And yeah, my period's due tomorrow, so it's not quite due. But I thought I'd test anyway because we're trying, and I'm just really excited. And I kind of feel like this month's the month. I'm also nervous in case it isn't. At the minute it's saying negative. I think it's negative, which is sad. But it's a day early yet though. So we'll see what happens tomorrow if I start a period or not, because I read that you're not out of the game until you start your period. So yeah, I guess tomorrow we'll see. I was just about to throw it away, and I don't know if there's a slight line there. I'm just making it up. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Can't focus on it. Now it looks negative again. Yeah, now it looks negative again. I guess we're going to be able to do it tomorrow. But that maybe gives me a bit of hope. Well, now, I'm taking another test. Today's when my period's supposed to start. Don't think so. Nothing today. Maybe tomorrow. I really hope my period doesn't come. Good morning. I'm taking another test. My period was due yesterday, so I just woke up, so I'm like really tired. When I wiped after going for a wee, then there was like a little bit of like a bit of a tint on it, and I wasn't sure if it was period or implantation. And then like the next time I went for a wee and wiped, then a little bit more tinted, so then I was like, oh, this probably is like period, like, and I was sad in that. And then But the next time, then it was going back on itself again, and it was like less. And then the next time there wasn't anything. So then yeah, this morning, then I've just looked at my knickers and there's nothing there. So that made me a bit hopeful again. But then when I've just had away, and then I've wiped again after that, then there was quite a bit of pink on it. And I think that's more than what implantation would be. So yeah, and I'm feeling a little bit of cramps as well. Right now I just feel in general. So yeah, I'm not hopeful anymore. And it's looking like this test is saying a negative as well. Yep, just the one. Good morning. Luke's gone to an appointment, so he's out at the minute. I don't know why I felt like I needed to do this, but yeah, I've just got this feeling, but it's probably nothing. But yeah, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. We have been trying for like 8 months. Hopefully this month is the one, but I try not to get my hopes up because I've been like heartbroken before when it hasn't been it. So it's like a proper emotional roller coaster. I'm sure any of you, all you lot who are going through the same thing, I know a lot of people are. So yeah, hopefully it is, but I try not to like have my hopes up. But yeah, last night I was getting like cramps, and I was getting cramps, like just mild ones and that, but I'm not supposed to be starting my period until 2 days late after today, so if I am, then I think it might be too early to test, but I just couldn't sleep last night at all, so, and I couldn't stop thinking about it, so and I kept praying and everything and stuff, but yeah, I don't think it will be. Hopefully I am, and hopefully it will show now, but I don't have I do have high hopes, but I'm trying not to have high hopes. So yeah, I'm just taking one of these like just the cheap ones, and then if I do see something, then I might take a more expensive one. So yeah, I'm gonna dip that in now. And yeah, I think it said to leave it for 5 minutes. That's a long time, but yeah, we'll see. And yeah, I know you're supposed to do it on like the first weird morning, but Luke was here at the time, so then I didn't want to do it then, and I wanted to be able to like record it and talk at normal volume and that, so yeah, I waited until now. I don't think it is gonna be anything, or if it is, then I think it's too early to tell. I don't have high hopes for today being the day. Can't help but have a cheeky look. I just really want to be pregnant. Also yesterday I was kept getting like emotional over nothing all the time. It could just be hormones, because I'm due to start my period like in a couple of days anyway, so it could just be that as well. And yeah, can't see anything, unfortunately. Once again. It's just really disappointing, isn't it? You see people getting pregnant without even trying, and then there's us who try for months after months and that, and I know there's loads of people who have been trying for years and they had stuff and they had a baby and that, and it's like, why? It's like, if only I knew the cheat code, you know, like just what do I need to do to make it happen? If I knew the answer, then I'll work towards it like as soon as possible, you know, like do whatever I can to do it. But I just don't know the answer. Only God knows the answer, and sometimes that just really annoys me. I just need to keep strong and trust in God and not into my own understanding, but through His, and He's got it all under control. Never mind then. Maybe next time. Good morning. I couldn't sleep. It's like 8 o'clock. We normally get up at 9. I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 5 to 8 and I was like wide awake. So I'm going to take a pregnancy test. I don't know what it's gonna say. I've had a few symptoms. My breasts have been like really sensitive and tender for like a couple of weeks now, and so probably since ovulation. I've felt a little bit like just a little bit sick like every now and again, and on a few days, and I've been like super tired. It's kind of been like every other day, then I've been like really tired and that. And yeah, I've kind of been more sensitive and more delicate. I felt more delicate in that emotionally. So yeah, I was thinking like on paper you'd say yeah she's pregnant, but you know what it's like. It's like I don't want to get my hopes up too much, and that my period's due to start tomorrow, so I don't know if it's too early, but yeah, I can't sit still when it comes to this time of the month. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, we've been trying for 10 months. This will be the 10th month. Feels like a long time, feels like I've done lots of these and they've always been negative. So then that kind of puts me on a bit of a downer when I do it, because I think it's just gonna be negative again. But you never know. Yeah, the other thing I've been having is I've been having like cramps for the last few days. Normally I only, like for period, I only feel my cramps like just before my period's gonna start. But then I was getting them on and off like a couple of days before my period was even due, but maybe even like 3 or 4 days before it was even due. That's weird. It doesn't normally happen. I don't know why I'm putting myself through this again. We've taken a test early and that it's like it's torture. It's like you really want to be pregnant and I really want to have a baby with Luke and that, but it's an emotional roller coaster. It really is. Trying for a baby and then trying to conceive, it's emotional. I think it's gonna be negative. I don't have high hopes in that. I don't know if it's just because of all the negatives that I've had before and that's putting my expectations down. But yeah, I think it's gonna be negative and I think that's gonna make me cry and yeah. But then I've had all these symptoms and that, so I don't know. I think it's been about 3 minutes. Should I have a look? I'm so anxious. Whatever it's meant to be, it'll be. Yep, negative. Yep, big fat negative. So that means my period's probably gonna come soon. and that means I'm gonna be sad. I already am sad, but yeah. It's just really disappointing. I keep saying to Luke, like, who made it the time when you find out if you're pregnant or not is around about the same time that if you're not pregnant, then you're gonna start your period. It's like a double doozy. It's like so bad. Because like then all the emotions are just like 10 times worse. When is it gonna be my turn? I don't know. Hi guys, I don't know why I do this to myself. Luke's just gone out. He never goes out. It's always me and him going out, or me going out and him staying here. So just because he's gone out, then I thought maybe I should take a pregnancy test. And I've dipped it already, but I'm just waiting for it now. I've been like so tired today. Like this cycle is the first time that we actually knew when my ovulation was. Like I tried them ovulation sticks for the first time, and it turned out I ovulated like a lot earlier than I thought I did, than my abs were saying. So I guess this month I'm kind of like more hopeful, and today is kind of like the first day that I'm actually maybe like not showing symptoms, but like might be showing symptoms. I've just been like really tired today, like 80% tired out of 100, and it's just like it's like as tired as I am on a night all day today, and I told Luke I needed to go for a nap, but I didn't manage to have a nap. But that's why I haven't gone out, because I've been trying to have a nap. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this test is going to be negative. It isn't on a morning, and it's still like a week until my period's due. So I don't have any high hopes, but just something inside of me just like really wanted to test. Probably just because it's like so rare that Luke goes out and I'm actually in the house by myself. Otherwise it's so hard to take the test without even realising I'm getting suspicious. I don't know why I do it to myself. It's just so hard. I just really want this baby and that, and I've been trying for nearly a year now. So yeah, just really hoping that this is the one. But yeah, I don't have high hopes. Like I say that, but then I'm like so excited. But nope. Nothing on there. Why do I do it to myself, eh? To be fair, I would have been very shocked if it was something, just because of how early it is and it isn't a morning wee. So yeah, I need to get this cleaned up before he comes back. Really hope this cycle is the one. Nothing. So, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. It's one of them rare occasions where Luke's gone out, but I'm not gone out, so I've got the house to myself and I'm gonna test. I never know how long to dip it in for, so I always just do it until it fills. Cover it over as well, so I don't take a sneak peek. My period's due today, but I haven't had any symptoms yet. Yesterday I just felt under the weather. It was weird. I felt sick for most of the day, but I wasn't ever sick. I had a little bit of a headache. Normally I get migraines, but this was just a headache. But I have been just tried out. I've just started using magnesium supplements, and I've heard that they're supposed to help you not have migraines, so that might have just been, if I wasn't taking magnesium then maybe it would have been a migraine, but instead it was a headache. I'm not sure, but it was weird. I kind of had a headache, but kind of just pulsing headache like all throughout yesterday and during the night before as well. But yeah, just yesterday I kept feeling like dizzy. Kept feeling sick. But yeah, and I was off my food as well. Like I did have something to eat every meal time, but I had a lot less portion than I normally would. I didn't actually set a timer, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So yeah, and a couple of days before as well, then I just randomly started feeling like cramping in the area that I would for my period, but it was like 2 or 3 days before my period was due. So yeah, that was very weird. It was like, it wasn't like stomach cramps, it was like period cramps, that kind of feeling. But it only lasted like maybe 2 hours or something, but it was quite painful. I think that's probably been my symptoms, but I've done a few things differently this month, and yeah, I just kind of feel a bit more hopeful. But at the same time, it probably isn't. It's probably nothing. That was weird. A weird noise. 1 second. Oh, sorry about that. I don't know if you heard that, but it was like a weird noise on the roof. But lately we've been getting a weird noise on the roof. It's like sometimes been waking us up like early in the morning. Catch your breath. But yeah, sometimes it sounds like crows fighting on the roof, and then like they slide down or something like in a cartoon. But then also sometimes sounds like maybe a bit of concrete is like falling off the chimney breast on the roof, and then that's like sliding down. But then yeah, I just went to look out the back window and there's nothing there apart from some crows like right next to the house, just like squawking on and that. So maybe they did have a fight and slid down, I don't know. But anyway, I was saying, yeah, I've been trying a few different things this month to help with it. As I said, I tried taking the magnesium supplements, but I've only been doing that for a week, so I don't think that would have helped during the ovulation time. But there was a weird thing with my ovulation this month. I was testing it from so my period stopped on one day, then there was a day in between, and then I started testing ovulation. So from that day until cycle day I don't know if it's 21 or no, probably 17, cycle day 17. So from day 6 to 17, then I was testing and it never peaked. And it's normally I peak just after my period finishes, so that was very strange. The highest it got was 0.44 on the first day that I tested. So I'm like, did I really ovulate on that day straight after period finishing? I don't know. So that was weird. I don't know if I have ovulated this month, because I heard that sometimes you don't ovulate. And my last period was weird as well, because it was early. It was 3 or 4 days early, and then my periods are never early, they're very regular, and it was only lasted 4 days as well, which they might normally last 5 days, and just the symptoms on it as well were different. So yeah, I'm not sure. So yeah, I'm anxious about looking, but at the same time I feel quite positive, but I'm scared to be positive, if that makes sense. I really hope I am. But at the same time, I don't know why I put myself through this emotional torture every time. I'm scared to look. Definitely been more than 5 minutes now, and I don't know how long you're supposed to wait, so let's just try. I don't think it's going to be anything. Nope, not a thing. When's it gonna be my turn? Big fat negative. 1 year. We've been trying. When am I gonna see that second line? I'm praying like every night that God will give us and bless us with this baby, but I know I need to keep trusting him and being faithful, but it's just really hard. I don't know what to do now. Just wait, I suppose. Guess it's not over until my period starts. So yeah. I also decided that if I'm not pregnant this time, then I'm gonna go get checked out and go and get some tests done by the doctors and that, which I am very scared about because I don't want there to be any bad news. But I would rather know that if there's something wrong now rather than keep trying without knowing and then find out it like in a year's time or something and find out that there was something wrong after all. Just can't stop looking at it. Just want to see something there. So bad. Big fat negative. That's all I ever seem to get. It is the day after. You might have seen my video yesterday. It's the next morning, and I still haven't started my period, so my period was due yesterday. I still haven't started today, no sign of it at all. And I thought maybe why I didn't pick up yesterday was because I tested like around lunchtime, so I wouldn't have been my morning wee. I woke up at 8 o'clock to go for a wee, and as I was weeing I was like, oh man, I hope this isn't wasting my morning wee. So I got up at 9 and I tried to push a wee out, but yeah, I only got like the littlest amount out, so hopefully it's enough, and hopefully it's still like on the morning enough to be. Hopefully it's like still concentrated enough. So yeah, my phone's low on battery as well, so not the best. It's also like so hard to get a good angle in here. Also, I'm not on the toilet, I'm just sat on top of it. Apparently it's been 3 minutes. That was the quickest 3 minutes that I've ever had to wait for. Could have a look. I think it's still negative. Yep. Still negative. Guess we'll see how today goes then. We're here again. So it's the next day and I still haven't started my period, which is really rare for me. I don't think I've ever gone like 3 days past when I'm due. So I'm officially like 2 days late. Today will be the 3rd day. And it's never happened. So I'm really hopeful. I'm really feeling positive at the minute. I'd be surprised if this isn't positive. But yeah. Doing it in the dining room because in the bathrooms there's just not much space. My hair's a mess. I haven't been extra stressed, I don't think, so I don't think that would be why it's late. Oh, I'm so excited right now, and I'm so hopeful, but at the same time just trying to protect myself from being disappointed. If it's not positive, then I don't know why my period's late. Surely it should come up today or tomorrow. I think it's been 3 minutes now. I think. Oh, I'm so scared. Please Lord, please let me positive. I'm so scared. I'm shaking as well. I don't know if I'm shaking because it's cold or because I'm excited. I think it's negative. Why? is it negative? I can't see a line at all. It just doesn't make any sense. Why is it negative? Well then, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Probably see you then. We are back. Today is day 4 of what would have been my period if I was on my period, but my period still hasn't come. So surely it'll show up today that I'm pregnant. But like, I made sure I didn't go for a wee at all for the night, so hopefully it's got more HCG in it. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. I really hope it shows up, otherwise I probably will start worrying that it might be something else and that I'm not pregnant, and that because my period was different last month, then how it started a few days early, and that's not normal, and it was really heavy, and it only lasted 4 days instead of 5 to 6 days. And then I don't know if I ovulated as well. Then yeah, if this ends up being negative again, then I'm probably gonna start worrying again, but I probably don't need to. It's just trying to get the HCG hormone higher up in my body. But yeah, so I'm really nervous. Shall we have a look? Nope, nothing. Did they just not show up for me? I just don't believe that. I don't believe it's negative. I don't know why it's saying negative. I think I'm getting line eyes. Been looking at too many of them. Hope I don't have to go to the doctors to have a blood test to see if I'm pregnant. I don't like blood tests. I guess we'll just find out. I want to know so bad. I just want to know what's going on. I don't understand why it would be not pregnant. Why would it be anything else? Why would anything else be wrong with me? I've had regular periods for how long have I had periods for? 14 years? Regular periods for 14 years, and then now, just suddenly when I turn 25, it wants to be irregular. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. I'm sick of it. I really don't want a blood test. See you in a bit. Nope. Nope. I still can't see it. Today is 2 weeks since I was due to start my period, and still no period. Today's Thursday. Since Sunday or the day before that, then I've been getting really tired really early on, and that, so I'm feeling very fatigued, and muscles been aching lots for no reason and stuff, so that's been a symptom. As I said, I've got this headache today, which is a bit weird. Also been weighing lots, and yesterday morning I felt a bit sick on and off, but went away out towards lunchtime. After the weekend, I'm going, and if I don't get test positive on them days, then I'm going to call the doctors and see my doctor and see what she thinks, and maybe go for a blood test. As you can see, still negative. I need to tidy up now because Luke might come down any minute now. But yeah, I'll keep you updated. So just to update you guys, I rang the doctors and asked when my doctor was in, and they said that there's actually a spare free appointment today with her. So that's later on this afternoon, and I'm gonna go to that and we'll see what she says about it. And maybe she'll do a blood test, maybe not. So, but yeah, just wanted to keep you guys updated, and I'll see you later. Okay, so it's a few days later, like 4 or 5 days later since I last saw you. Lots to catch you up on. Ignore the mess everywhere. Yeah. So I think last I said, I told you was that I had an appointment to go see the doctor. Well, I went to that appointment and it was a waste of time, basically, maybe. She basically said the GP don't do blood tests for HCG anymore, which I don't believe at all, because I've asked lots of different people and they say that they have had it before. Some people say they have to like really like fight for it and like beg them basically to do one. And my doctor basically just said, wait it out, and nothing we can do at the minute, it's too early, and just wait it out and wait until you've missed your second period. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. That's not normal. Everywhere just tells you to like miss one period, not miss 2 periods kind of thing, and like it's anyway. So I've marked down when my second period would have been due, and it was on the 2nd of July. So we've got like a week and a half or something, or a week I think, until it is due, and then a week and a half when it's actually been missed. The night before yesterday I started getting this headache, and as you guys might know, I get migraines a lot, quite often, but this wasn't just a migraine. Like normally I feel my migraines in like my temple area, or like mainly on this side, my temple area, and like maybe like half of my forehead to my temple, and it makes me sensitive to light, to sound, and I feel sick with it and stuff. This is different. It's just hurting right above my right eyebrow, and kind of maybe feels like it's gone up into my head as well. That was the other night, and that carried on into yesterday, and I was hoping it would go away through last night, but it hasn't. It's carried on through the night, and it's still here today, which is unusual for me and makes me think it's more of a pregnancy symptom headache, because that doesn't normally happen. And I hear about people having headaches for like 3 days and that with symptoms. So yeah, but also yesterday and continuing in today, I feel sick. Like not that I'm actually gonna be sick, but just like a feeling of like sick feeling, like just coming over inside my belly, and then sometimes like rises up and then like goes back down again, kind of thing. I think that's everything I've caught you up on. I keep feeling sick. This kind of actually feels a bit worse than it was yesterday, but again I don't know if it's because I'm hungry, but at the same time I don't know what I'll want for breakfast, because it's another thing. I've been tasting things differently. I had some tuna yesterday and I couldn't eat it. It was like horrible. I normally love tuna, but it was horrible, and yeah, it just made me feel sick. And last night for tea, the only thing I could think that I would be able to eat was a pot noodle, and that's all I had for tea. So yeah, and I had cereal yesterday, and that was like super hard for breakfast, so I don't know what I'm gonna have for breakfast this time. Hi guys, just an update, because I know it's been a while since I have updated you guys. I still haven't started my period. My second period would have been due by now. It was like 4 days ago or something that it was supposed to have been due. So that's looking good, but I'm still getting negative tests. But yeah, I'm getting bad morning sickness that lasts all day. I'm feeling very tired every day. I'm sleeping bad now. Headaches as well. Had a lot more headaches than I usually do. Keep waking up with like a little niggle. Yesterday it kept coming back, but thankfully it did go away before it turned into an actual migraine. But yeah, like day before yesterday and the day before that, then I was suffering with a migraine, so yeah, that hasn't been very nice. So I think it is affecting me. I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow to come on, try and like push them to actually do something about it now. I would be 8 weeks pregnant now, so like come on, there's only like 4 weeks left of my first trimester, so surely they can find something now, or surely they'll actually do something about it now. So it's just getting a bit frustrating. The waiting side of things, we don't like waiting. We want to know what's going on properly. Like, I know what's going on, I'm pregnant, and I think I'm pregnant with twins, but I just want to see the evidence, because I'm sure with everybody then, like, the evidence is what makes you, like, fully believe it. But I'm like, I was telling Luke, I'm like 99.9% sure I'm pregnant, and I'm like 80% sure I'm pregnant with twins, but, yeah. You know, you have your doubts, don't you? You have your doubts all the time, unless you see the evidence and that, which is natural, it's normal. And for somebody who is pregnant, then you feel stressed out a lot and you feel anxious a lot, and that, even though it's not supposed to be good for the baby, but that's how you feel. So yeah, but yeah, that's the update in a way. So hopefully I'll actually get somewhere with the appointment tomorrow, and I'll let you know. That's the update. Just thought I'd let you know, because I haven't recorded for a while. But yeah, I've been taking lots of pregnancy tests between like I last talked to you and now, and yeah, they've all been negative. I even took some this morning and I diluted the urine, and it's still negative. I think I've just got a very high HCG level because I think I'm having multiples, and I think that's just overpowering the pregnancy test, which is a thing. It happens, but hardly anybody talks about it, so that's why I'm wanting to make sure that I talk about it, so that if anybody else has the same experience, then they can see this video. So yeah, I want to be the help to you guys that I didn't get. Really. So yeah. Yeah, I'm just a bit sickened off and emotional. That's another thing, I've been very emotional every day as well. Yeah, I'm basically getting all the symptoms, just they're the ones that are affecting me like every day. Alright then, I'll see you next time. It's the next day, but before my appointment. Yesterday, after I gave you the update, about an hour later, I went to the toilet and I saw some blood. Now that raises more questions than it answers, and hopefully we're going to get some of them questions kind of answered today. Probably won't get them answered today, but hopefully we'll get some tests booked in to answer them today. So yeah, I am still bleeding now. So yeah, I don't know if that means I was never pregnant at all and I just missed my period last month and my period's come now, or if it means if I've miscarried, and or if I've read that like some bleeding is common in early pregnancy. If I was pregnant with twins, then I am wondering if I have miscarried, if both of them have gone, or if it's just one, or so there might still be one that's safe, I'm not sure. But yeah, at the minute with the level of blood that there is, then I'm kind of thinking, because it's the same amount that I would normally get in my period, so it kind of, and I'm getting cramping feelings like period, and backache as well, low back pain, just like period, all the period symptoms, but at the same time I am still getting morning sickness, and I had it yesterday, I had it today, and I had it the day before yesterday. So if I didn't get pregnant, then I don't know why I would have had all them symptoms, because yeah, it was like every single day I was having these symptoms. It wasn't just like a one-off, it was every single day. So yeah, with how much I'm bleeding at the minute, then it kind of feels like it's more likely to be either it's just period and I missed my first period, or I have miscarried. But it's an emotional time. But I just wanted to come and update you guys, because yeah, just trying to log this journey. This is a lot longer journey than I thought it would be, especially a couple of months ago when I first started getting these symptoms. But yeah, just want some answers. I want to know where I stand, and at the minute it feels like there's lots of different options and I don't know what any of them mean. It wasn't what I was expecting this appointment to be like, but yeah. So I just thought I'd give you guys an update, and yeah, hopefully I'll update you again soon after the appointment. I don't know when I'll update you, but I will update you at some point, so yeah. Hey guys, as I said earlier, I had my appointment today and it went okay. They didn't want to give me an ultrasound because I haven't had a positive pregnancy test. So she said it would be hard to do it through NHS. But she did give me a blood test there and then. So that was good, and that's gonna test for HCG, which will test to see if I am or was pregnant, which will just answer like them two questions. And if it turns out to be positive, then we'll know that I am/have been pregnant. Then we'll probably do more tests. But if it's negative, then at least I'll know that it was probably just a missed period, and this is just my period now. That's the update. It still wouldn't explain all my symptoms that I've been having, but I don't know if I've mentioned, but one of the things that I changed like last month when all this started happening was I was taking this magnesium supplement, and maybe that's just knocked my levels all apart, and maybe not really my levels, but knocked all my symptoms all apart and given me weird symptoms and stuff. Made my period weird and late and stuff. So yeah, that's just a quick update, and I should be getting, she said I should be getting the blood test results back tomorrow or the next day, so she's gonna message me when she gets them back. I'm kind of expecting them to come back negative now, to be honest, but in a way that's fine with me, because I at least now know where I stand, and I'll know that when this period finishes, then we can get straight back into trying again. So yeah, just thought I'd come and give you that extra update. I will let you know when I know the results. Yeah. Hi guys. So I kept forgetting. It's been a while, but I kept forgetting to update you. Last I said was that I did a blood test at the doctor's. I actually got my results back the next day, and it was indeed negative. So I wasn't pregnant, I hadn't been pregnant, and it was in fact just a phantom pregnancy. It's where you get symptoms and all the symptoms of like being pregnant, and you don't get your period, but you're not pregnant. So that seems like what it was, and it was the first time that's ever happened, so I don't know what brought that on. I'm now like further through my next cycle, but I don't think this month is the one either. We've just had a lot on this month, so I don't think things would have lined up properly. And I've been ovulating using the ovulation sticks every day, but I haven't had a peak, and my period's due next week, so yeah. But that's the other news I've got to tell you. When I was at the doctor's, she referred me and Luke to a fertility specialist. I've had a letter from them, and I was able to pick an appointment day, so we will see. I'm a bit nervous about that because of tests and stuff. I don't know what to expect, especially for your first one. They haven't said anything about it, they've just said make sure you come, so, and they said it's like an hour long I'm hoping that they will just give me some medication to help me ovulate better, because maybe that's the problem, especially how this month I haven't peaked. And yeah, anyway, that's just an update anyway, so see ya. Thanks for watching this far, guys. Like I said, it's not an easy video to watch, and I'm just thankful for anybody that does watch it all the way through. This isn't the way I wanted to share this video. I was hoping that at the end it would show us actually being successful in our journey, but that's not the time yet, and it's really hard to know that we're not there yet, especially that's where I thought my life would be at the minute. Like, we recently celebrated our 4-year anniversary, and although that's really fun, really good, and it's something really to be happy to celebrate, it's also kind of just made me realise that I haven't like conquered my next goal yet, which was to start a family. And I've always just in my plan of my life, I've just always thought that after getting married that I would be able to have kids and have a baby, and that I'm sure one day I will, although it's hard to keep strong at times. Hard to know if I definitely will. It's hard to not get emotional about it. Yeah, I've always wanted kids, and I never really thought I would be one to struggle, which is weird to say, because one of my biggest fears in life is that I won't ever be able to have children. And I don't know where that fear's come from, but and it's been a fear for a long time, even years before I even met Luke. I don't know where it came from, but it's still here, and I always just thought that when I would think of that fear and it would daunt me, I always just thought, that won't happen. What's the chances of that happening? I'll be able to conceive straight away like everybody else does, or a lot of people seem to do. It's hard to know that we've been like trying for a year and 2 months with no success. And yeah, I find myself struggling, really struggling sometimes, and like questioning God. And I know you shouldn't question God's plans. He's always got the best plan for you, but I do. I can't help but sometimes question him. I question, like, if God gave me this real passion for always wanting kids, then why hasn't he given me one yet? Why is he making it so hard for me? And I always just think, like, people manage to get pregnant without even trying, or manage to get pregnant within like the first couple of months. But why isn't that my story? And yeah, you kind of get told growing up that you do a special baby dance and you'll get pregnant if you're not careful and don't use like protection. But it's so much harder than that. And I know I said like we shouldn't question God's plan and that, and we need to trust in it, but yeah, it's really hard sometimes, and I think it's important to acknowledge that we have those feelings. It's important to feel what you're feeling, and no matter how hard it is. And yeah, if you're able to, anybody else who's gone through the same kind of thing, if you're able to talk to anybody in your family about it, your husband or your mum or anybody you trust in your close circle, then yeah, I've definitely found it a lot easier now that we've told my parents. And yeah, I feel a lot more like support in my own close circle about it, but before then I felt quite alone about it, and I felt like I didn't have any woman in my life to talk to, if that makes sense. Sometimes it's just good to talk to a woman. Like me and Luke talk about everything and anything, and we're always there for each other, but sometimes I feel like I need a woman to talk to. I also feel like I've learned so much in this journey already, and when I look back at the videos that you've just seen, then I think, why did I put myself through them times? Why did I test so early on, and like before my period was due? But like, you can say that like outside of the moment and you question yourself, but in the moment when you're going through that, nothing more that you want to do than just to test, to find out the truth about what's going on inside your body, because sometimes it's just kind of claustrophobic. You don't know what's going on in there. I think I've said it in a different video. We have been referred now to a infertility clinic, and yeah, I am looking forward to that, and I know that opens so many more opportunities, but I'm also, it doesn't take away the emotions. It's still just as emotional, because I don't know if the answer to my fear still isn't answered. I might go there and they might say that it's highly unlikely that I'll fall pregnant. I really hope they don't do that. I know I need to keep strong, that even if they did say that, that doesn't mean God says I can't. Because God has his own plan, and that's the best plan for everybody, so it's just really hard to keep strong sometimes. And I feel like I've struggled with it a lot more since it's been like a year that we've been trying. I think it's official now that we are struggling, which yeah, just feeds into my fear. This has been a really hard journey so far, but it's not the end. And I'm just gonna keep going and keep supporting each other, and I'm not gonna give up. So please send any prayers and baby dust our way, because we really need it. Thanks for watching, and like I said, this video isn't for everybody, and this video is probably going to be quite long as well. But thank you, yeah, just thank you. Thank you for watching, thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for bearing with us as well. Hopefully soon we'll be able to upload more videos and get back into the rhythm of things, but yeah.